welcome back to the KP Customs YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be fiberglassing this here rear fender. We're going to be preparing it to pull a mold off of it. We're also going to be shaping this front fender here.
So that was a fucking lie.
And possibly masking off the car to get this front cowl, you know, the roof and the rear quarters ready for paint. Or primer, I should say. From there, we'll see.
Hold on a fucking minute. Why do we have a Jeep of a Volvo now? No doors, no windshield, just full Jeep now.
Alright, so as Ty has said here, the reason why this car is a Jeep is because we pulled the windshield off because this is just crust city here and we wanted to clean all that up before painting it. We wanted to fix this rust hole in the cowl, which got most of the way done. It's cut out now. I need to make the patch for it. As well as there was just some other things, like we got the doors here being paint stripped at the moment and prepping those for paints just separate of the vehicle like you saw in the last episode. And a variety of smaller tasks that was just easier to go full jupe mode on. Alright, well, it ain't perfect. There's definitely air bubbles, but the fender has been covered in a layer of fiberglass before we pull the mold off of it. Any final thoughts, Ty?
I don't know, looks tasty.
Alright, sounds good. We'll come back when that's dry and we'll start sanding that down and all that and continue on pulling mold. Okay, basically, I'm here to let you know what the hell is actually going on in this video, because I realized now, while editing this while severely concussed, that I have not explained anything as to what's going on. Basically, plan for today's video is that we are trying to finish building the mold of one of the rear fenders so that we can ship it off to a company in my city who's willing to 3D scan it, flip it in a computer, and then like CNC cut another foam part for the other side so that I don't have to match that by hand, because that sounds poopy stinky and I don't want to do that. Yeah, basically that's the whole plan. You're gonna see a lot of me just screwing up severely. I'd like to say once again, I am not qualified to be using fiberglass. I have very little idea what I'm doing. I've never pulled molds before. I've never used fiberglass in general. I've never done body work in general. Like, I have no clue what I'm doing here. So please, stick along. Any suggestions, throw them in the comments. Let me know on Discord. I know half of you know me there already. Like, please, just tell me what I'm doing wrong so that I can actually build the front fenders in a much better way, which you will see I've already screwed that up. That might be in the next video. Probably not. I've got something coming up here that I'm kind of excited about. We might be doing big break stuff. So we will see there. We're good. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. Please subscribe. It would mean a lot. Yeah, I'm a corporate shill at this point. I'll hail the YouTube algorithm. Like, please, like, subscribe, send the videos to your friends. That way I can actually get, like, viewership, and maybe at some point I'll be able to actually make more videos instead of being like, what is this, like 4 months since I last posted? Cause, Alex, I know you're on my case about this shit. I'm sorry, bud. Have fun. Alright, I've just finished sanding this fender here. It is, I don't know how good this audio is. It's gonna be kind of shit. Who cares? We've got to now do a skim coat of body filler on it, which is just going to be more drywall putty there. Once that has been applied and dries, we will sand it once more just to remove anything like this here where the epoxy didn't fully soak through. So we'll fill all that crap and we'll pull a mold. This has been 3 days of my life, now gone. I want to die. Okay, it's time. This fender, that one there, that we have spent the past like 3-ish months building. Yeah, that's now going to become a physical part. We're gonna pull a mold off of that. I got my mold release sitting over there on the table next to the gel coat and the hardener and a bunch of other random crap. We're gonna take that, slather this fender in it, and then slather it in our epoxy and fiberglass, pull a mold off of it, and then make real parts. Fair warning, I do not know what I am doing here. I'm gonna just read the instructions on the back of this bottle of Evercoat mold release. Not sponsored, because why would anybody sponsor us? And I will wing it from there. I have no clue how this is going to work. I just pray to God I don't have to rebuild this whole piece. Alright, so I don't have wax. I vaguely understand how this process works. As far as I know, it's pretty simple. We wipe mold release, or PVA mold release, onto this part. The PVA mold release creates a fluid film. We then wait for it to dry. From there, we put gel coat. Once gel coat is applied, we wait for that to dry. Then we place fiberglass over top and build that up to the thickness of our mold. From there, we can then pop off the fiberglass part and we can build up any siding that we'll need to along the inner fenders here and along the bottoms. Other than that, I think we are ready to fucking send her, bud. Okay, this is dry. I have no idea if this is gonna make a mold or not. I am unbelievably afraid, but there's only one thing left to do. Mix up some gel coat, coat it, and pray to God it comes off.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Gentlemen, I bear bad news. I didn't use enough mold release. This gel coat, yeah, it's on there good. It ain't coming off. So, we gotta sand down this gel coat again, which you will see. Alright, this looks absolutely no different, mostly because I've given up sanding it. It's a solid meh out of 10. I really don't want to sand this plug again. I'm so bored of sanding it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull a mold straight off of this in its rough condition. There's going to be a lot of brush lines, there's going to be some weird highs and weird lows in the final mold, but truth be told, I don't really care. We're going to fill and sand the final part many times anyways. So we're also going to be able to fill and sand the final part on that bench behind the camera here. It's just going to be a lot easier to do it that way. We'll be able to use more aggressive pads. It's not going to hurt my arms as much. I am basically just being a lazy piece of garbage. So we're going to pull a mold off of this piece now. We're going to do it slightly differently. I got to go get some cooking spray. And we're just going to spray this with literal oil after coating it with a thing of mold release. Or are we even going to coat this in mold release? Debatable. Yes, we are. We're going to do a layer of mold release and then we're going to spray it in cooking spray. I think that'll be the best option here. Well, gentlemen, and I guess ladies, if for some reason you're watching this absolute hodgepodge of a video, the mold is complete. Well, it's all drying now. It is filled with imperfections. There are tons of bubbles right about there, and this absolute mess of stuff is not really the greatest. There's also more patches over on that side. The shop floor has been thoroughly epoxied. You just saw it drip there. And I don't really care. This is going to be good enough for our purposes. Because, well, we're kind of hack jobs here, and I don't really give a shit. I guess the next video you see will be us pulling this off and figuring out, is this going to work? Is this not going to work? You're just going to have to find out next time.